Topic 7, today we'll be continuing with angles. We're on corresponding angles. Now, when a transversal cuts two parallel lines, corresponding angles are formed. Allow me to remind you what parallel lines are. Parallel lines are lines that head in the same direction and they would not intersect at any point. And a transversal is simply that line that cuts the parallel line. Okay, as we looked at in the video before, when a transversal cut a parallel line, what we have here is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are formed and vertically opposite angles are equal. However, we are looking at corresponding angles. When a transversal cuts two parallel lines, corresponding angles are formed. So that tells us that this angle here, if it's 25 degrees, it's going to be corresponding with this angle here. So it's also going to be 25 degrees. Okay, corresponding angles are those angles that lie in the same position at different intersections. So another example will be here. This angle here will correspond with this angle on top here. Likewise, the angle under here will correspond with this angle under here. So again, when a transversal cuts two parallel lines, corresponding angles are formed and they are congruent, they are equal. Let's look at this example. If this angle here is 30 degrees, then what is going to be this angle here? This angle here is also going to be 38 degrees, and the reason for this is corresponding angles. When a transversal cuts two parallel lines, not only are corresponding angles formed, but also alternate angles are formed. Now, alternate angles are angles that occur on opposite sides of the transversal line and are the same size. This angle is alternate to this angle, and this angle is alternate to this angle. So if this angle here is 97 degrees, then this angle here is also going to be 97 degrees. And also whatever this angle here is, this angle will also be. Okay, so this is interior alternate angles. Now, I'm going to mention something here. Before we talked about complementary angles and supplementary angles. Complementary angles are angles that adds up to 90 degrees, and supplementary angles are those angles that adds up to 180 degrees. It's important to point out that we have several supplementary angles when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. So these two angles here are supplementary. So that means when you add them up, the sum is going to give you 180 degrees. And knowing all of this will help you to be able to find the missing angles very easily. And it's the prerequisites to doing circle theorem.